up, nerds, and welcome back to the Haunted Hideaway, where we celebrate the crossover between tiki and horror. My name is Bartender Bob. I'll be your host for today, and we're going to be talking about the classic 1934 Zombie. Contrary to popular belief, the zombie was not created by George A. Romero. It was created by Don the Beachcomber for his restaurant, Don the Beachcombers in Los Angeles, California. Don himself was notorious for keeping his recipes under wraps. He would write them down in codes, and he would even keep his bartenders in the dark and have items pre-mixed in bottles that were just numbered, so nobody really knew what was going into his cocktails. The actual recipe for the zombie was thought to have been lost for years and years and years until the Indiana Jones of Tiki, Beach Bum Berry, finally resurrected the recipe, and we are now able to create it for you today on our show. So let's go ahead and jump right into this cocktail. First, we're going to be using limes, fresh lime juice. We're going to be using velvet falernum. We're going to be using Don's Mix, which was the long-lost secret ingredient of the zombie. All this is 2 parts fresh grapefruit juice and 1 part cinnamon syrup. We're going to be using Pernod or absinthe if you have that. That'll also work. We're using some nice Grenadine. We're going to be using an aged Jamaican rum, and the Appleton 12 is what we have today. We're going to be using a gold Puerto Rican rum. We're going with the Bacardi 8-year, and we're going with the Lemon Heart 151 Demerara rum. First, we're going to go ahead and chop through a couple fresh limes. We need 3/4 ounces of fresh lime juice. The juice is definitely worth the squeeze. We're dropping that into our tin. Then we're going to go with 1/2 ounce of Don's Mix into our tin. And we're doing 1/2 ounce of falernum. 1/2 ounce of Grenadine. We're doing 1.5 ounces of the aged Jamaican rum. 1.5 ounces of the gold Puerto Rican rum. 1 ounce of the Lemon Heart 151. And we're doing just 6 drops of the Pernod or the absinthe if you have that. And we're doing 1 shake of the Angostura bitters. Or a dash, I should say. All right, we're gonna put about 6 ounces of our pebble ice into the tin, and then we're gonna flash blend it for 6 seconds, no more than 6 seconds. Take this over to our trusty Hamilton Beach blender. There's obviously a traditional zombie glass. Most people end up drinking zombies out of this. I'm gonna go with my zombie mug I got from Trader Sam's in Orlando, Florida. A little extra spooky for you. Drop that right into his dome. And just top that off with some more pebble ice. And we're going to garnish with a sprig of mint. Give it the old taste test here. Cheers. Oh. It's a classic for a reason. It's absolutely delicious. Legend has it that the zombie cocktail was actually created by Don the Beachcomber when a very hungover businessman came into his restaurant one day and said he was on his way to a business meeting, and he requested that Don make him a drink just to help him get through the day. Don apparently just dumped a bunch of shit into a shaker, made him a zombie. The guy came back a couple days later and said that the drink made him feel like a zombie because it was so strong, and that's when the zombie got its name. If you're gonna pair this with a zombie movie, I think I would probably recommend George Romero's Day of the Dead, though. Even though most of the movie takes place in an underground bunker, it's actually set in the Florida Everglades, and the score is actually influenced by calypso music, so it's got kind of a tropical sound that I think would pair pretty nicely with a tiki drink. So slam a couple of these, make like The Walking Dead, and until next time, cheers, fears, and we are indeed coming to get you, Barbara.